Imagine waking up to the news that the world's most haunted doll had vanished. Whispers spreading online like wildfire. Strange fires, mysterious deaths, and even a prison escape. All linked to one name, Annabelle. But what really happened? Did the demonic doll truly escape her glass prison? Or is the truth even darker? Annabelle is not just a legend from the movies. The real story began in the 1970s when a nursing student named Donna was given a seemingly innocent Raggedy Ann doll as a gift. At first she seemed harmless, a cheerful presence in her small apartment, but soon things took a sinister turn. Donna and her roommate Angie started finding notes around the house, written in a child's handwriting with messages like, "Help us." Furniture would move on its own. And the doll? She seemed to shift places while no one was looking, moving from the couch to a chair, sometimes found in a completely different room with the door closed. Initially, they thought it was a prank, but the activity escalated. One day, Donna came home to find the doll sitting on her bed with what looked like blood on its hands and chest. Terrified, they contacted a medium who told them the doll was possessed by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins, who had died on the property years ago. Feeling sympathy for the lost spirit, Donna gave the doll permission to inhabit her. That was a grave mistake. The paranormal activity intensified, becoming more malevolent. Lou, a friend of the roommates, was deeply skeptical and warned them that the doll was evil. He began having terrifying nightmares where Annabelle was in his room, choking him. One night, while he and Angie were planning a road trip, they heard rustling from Donna's room. Lou went to investigate, but the room was empty. Suddenly, he felt a sharp pain on his chest. Looking down, he saw 7 distinct claw marks bleeding and raw that had appeared out of nowhere. This was the final straw. They realized they were dealing with something far beyond a child's ghost. They contacted the renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. After a thorough investigation, the Warrens came to a chilling conclusion. This was no ordinary haunting. The doll wasn't possessed by a human spirit at all. It was being manipulated by a non-human demonic entity. This entity had never possessed the doll. Instead, it used the doll as a conduit, a physical object to attach itself to, with the ultimate goal of possessing a human host. Donna, the spirit of Annabelle Higgins, was a complete fabrication, a mask used by the demon to gain their trust and sympathy. The Warrens performed an exorcism on the apartment and took the doll with them for safekeeping. Even the car ride home was treacherous. The brakes failed, the power steering went out, and the car nearly swerved into oncoming traffic multiple times. Ed had to sprinkle the doll with holy water to stop the attacks. Since that day, Annabelle has been locked inside a specially constructed wooden and glass case in the Warren Occult Museum in Connecticut. The case is sealed with blessings and rituals, and a sign warns visitors, "Positively do not open." For decades, she sat there, contained but never truly gone. Fast forward to May 2025. A shocking rumor began to spread like a virus across the internet. Annabelle had escaped. Social media erupted into a frenzy of fear and speculation. Videos started surfacing that seemed to support the terrifying theory. There were reports of a strange, fast-moving fire in New Orleans that reduced a historic plantation to ashes. Soon after, a chaotic prison break was reported nearby. Some people swore they saw Annabelle in blurry photos taken at these scenes, a tiny figure watching from the shadows. Was it a series of bizarre coincidences, or the unfolding of a curse? The hysteria grew exponentially. People all over the world claimed to experience strange phenomena. Pets started acting strangely, hissing at empty corners. Others heard phantom footsteps in their homes at night. Some even swore they saw a doll sitting in places where no doll should be, on a park bench in the back of a car, staring from a neighbor's window. TikTok and YouTube became breeding grounds for theories. Annabelle is free, some declared. The end is near, others whispered in panicked videos. The line between reality and online paranoia blurred. Was it all just mass hysteria fueled by social media, or the tangible sign of something truly evil being unleashed? As the chaos reached a fever pitch, Tony Spera, the son-in-law of the late Ed and Lorraine Warren and the current custodian of the Occult Museum, stepped in to address the rumors. In a video statement, he stood next to Annabelle's glass case, assuring the world Annabelle had not, and has not, ever left her case. He explained that she was, in fact, on a rare, highly secured U.S. tour organized by the New England Society for Psychic Research. They revealed the incredibly strict precautions taken for her transport. A Catholic priest blessing her at every stop, protective rituals constantly surrounding her display, and a security team ensuring she was never, ever touched by the public. Still, the timing was unsettling. The fire, the prison escape, the reported accidents. Everything seemed to line up too perfectly with Annabelle's public appearances. It felt like the demon's malevolent energy was leaking out, influencing events around her even from within its prison. And so, despite the official reassurances, the rumors refused to die. The fear had taken on a life of its own. Then, just as the dust was beginning to settle, came another twist. In August 2025, it was announced that comedian Matt Rife and YouTube creator Elton Castee had purchased the Warrens' iconic home and museum. They became the new official guardians of the entire infamous collection, including Annabelle herself. They announced ambitious plans to reopen the museum to the public, even teasing the possibility of allowing overnight stays for the bravest souls. But this news raised a new wave of questions and concerns. Was it truly wise to put a cursed doll, a known demonic conduit, back into the public's reach on such a scale? Would the protective measures hold under this new ownership, or was history doomed to repeat itself, perhaps on an even grander scale? Annabelle terrifies us for a very profound reason. She's a powerful reminder that evil does not always appear in a monstrous, obvious form. Sometimes it hides in plain sight, disguised as a child's toy, a friendly smile, or a thoughtful gift. It preys on our compassion and our innocence. Whether the escape rumors were true or not, they served a purpose. They made the legend of Annabelle stronger, more potent than ever before. Because in every story, in every late-night whisper, in every glance at a doll in a darkened room, one chilling question remains. So, what do you think? Did Annabelle somehow make her escape? Her influence spreading chaos across the country? Or is she still sitting there, behind the glass, watching, waiting for her next chance? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into the dark and mysterious, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the shadows. Stay safe out there.